Late-night talk shows used to be an oasis for American families to come together at the end of a day and enjoy a laugh with the rest of the country. David Letterman led The Late Show for over 20 years and revolutionized the industry.
We will be dropping strange and peculiar objects out of the 7th floor of the Ed Sullivan Theater building. Hal, do me a turn on the camera out there. There we go. The biscuit's in place. There it is. On the snout. Ready? Here we go.
Wait. Toss it.
After decades of service in the late-night war, Letterman retired, and Stephen Colbert was appointed as his heir. Despite Colbert making a name for himself as a partisan cable news comedian, the country was told he'd be a host for all Americans.
Obviously, the character he does on Comedy Central is going to be ending, but then he's going to bring Stephen Colbert to the table. And we have no question that this guy is so talented that, you know, the persona of Stephen Colbert is going to work so well in late night. It's going to be original, it's going to be smart, and it's going to be different than what anybody else has.
George Clooney and Jeb Bush were the guests of his first show. But things got a lot worse after Trump beat Hillary. Colbert caught a wicked case of TDS, and he never recovered. He went off the deep end during COVID.
The vaccine.
Oh, man, the ratings tanked. Letterman averaged nearly 3 million in his final year. And today, Colbert is only averaging a little over 2 a night. This show is seen by close to 4 million a night. Now, the left's favorite late-night mainstream mouthpiece has been let go after a decade of liberal lip service.
I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away.
But when Adam Schiff is a regular, you shouldn't be shocked when the bosses pull the plug.
So I just want to direct this, if this is the right camera, or maybe that's the right camera.
That's the right camera right there.
Donald, piss off.
After the show was done, Schiff came out swinging with a new hoax. Quote, just finished taping with Stephen Colbert, who announced his show was canceled. If Paramount and CBS ended The Late Show for political reasons, the public deserves to know, and deserves better. Pocahontas is picking up on pencil neck smoke signals and is already offering to chair the first Senate powwow. Quote, CBS canceled Colbert's show just 3 days after Colbert called out CBS parent company Paramount for its $16 million settlement with Trump. A deal like that looks like bribery. America deserves to know if his show was canceled for political reasons. While D.C. Democrats try to impeach Trump a third time because their favorite comedian got canned, Colbert's friends in the media are dusting off the dictator hoax.
This is textbook authoritarian rule. This is not just a media story. It's a free speech funeral in slow motion.
It's not even like they're trying to hide the main purpose of it. This just makes it look completely connected with the 60 Minutes settlement.
I think people are right to think that there may be something going on here beyond purely financial calculations and that politics are part of it.
Paramount says this has nothing to do with politics, and it's purely a financial decision. And for the first time ever, I believe CBS. Colbert's show has been bleeding the company dry. It loses $40 million a year. It somehow costs over $100 million to produce a single season. And Colbert's salary, $20 million a year. Even if he took a pay cut, it still wouldn't help.
Think back to 2023 when The Late Late Show with James Corden went off the air. I reported at the time that that show had become unprofitable, that CBS was not able to sell enough ads to make that show profitable. Well, that is now the case for Colbert as well. I'm told by a source close to the network that The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is now technically unprofitable. So that does give the company a financial reason to end the show.
And if your show's a subsidized liberal charity case on life support, is it smart to call half the country Nazis while they're in their pajamas?
One massive part of the conversation that's been completely omitted from this, and that is when you do a show that attacks half of America every night and you don't have conservatives on, and by the way, you're not funny, but attacking half of America and your ratings suck, you might lose your show.
But there's a lot of reasons why the Colbear ratings are not working out that have nothing to do with the political divide you're talking about.
But it's constant. He's having on Democrats to trash Trump. He has constantly been trashing conservatives. He referred to Donald Trump as a Nazi lover in 2017.
Liberal late-night TV is unfunny and unprofitable, and celebrities can promote their movies and shows on other platforms. White, black, man, women, gay, and straight. Everyone's getting 86 by the mainstream media, and it has nothing to do with identity politics. It's about money and ideology.
Let's be honest, I don't think you were fired after all those years because of your skin colour or because you're a black woman. I think you were fired because your show just got increasingly unpopular. It happens all the time in TV. That's why you got let go. Why play the race card?
First of all, I love the fact that your play the race card is your version of the race card. You literally are so fixated on trying to racialize conversations with me, Piers, that I find it actually quite charming.
You racialize more conversations in your tenure at MSNBC than any host in history.
All right, Mark. All right, Piers.
TDS and no talent, that is a toxic combo. And a lot of highly paid people are finding out with pink slips. PBS, NPR, they became government-funded propaganda pieces, and now their government funding's going adios. Liberals say, without our propaganda, though, we're all gonna die.
This is the end of a publicly funded media era. Radio and TV stations will have to lay off staffers and cut back on programming.
This is completely outrageous. They rely on a series of public broadcasting to get alerts out.
People need immediate, up-to-date alerts to stay safe. And sometimes, all too often, public broadcasting is the only way for people to hear what's going on. It's a matter of life and death.
People used to trust the mainstream media, kind of, back when the media was a little more trustworthy. But Fox, talk radio, social media, they changed that. Now they trust us. The country was given a choice, and those choices have consequences. Being lectured by a drama queen isn't informative or entertaining. Here's a CBS reporter who claims he has PTSD after the Butler shooting, but not because he was almost shot. He thought the crowd was going to kill him.
For those of us there, it was such a horror because you saw an emerging America. And it wasn't the shooting, Chuck. I got diagnosed with PTSD within 48 hours. I got put on trauma leave, not because I think of the shooting, but because you saw it in the eyes, the reaction of the people. They were coming for us. If he didn't jump up with his fist, they were going to come kill us.
I know. Trump got shot in the head, and the reporter says he's the one who almost died. We are in a new era. It's called the Golden Age, and the legacy media is going the way of the dinosaurs, and Trump's happy to nudge him into extinction. Do you even need late-night comedy with this kind of material in the White House?
We worked hard. It's a very important act, the Genius Act. They named it after me, and I want to thank you. This is not an auto pen, by the way.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.